YouTubers. It's a beautiful day and I'm sitting on my front porch enjoying the sun. I hope you are getting some nice weather wherever you are too. I was on the New York Times website the other day and I was reading an article where they were talking about President Trump, and I noticed that after the beginning of the article they stopped calling him president and just called him Mr. over and over and criticized everything he was doing and saying, and they were just being very negative. And I thought, well, that's very ironic that these 3 reporters that wrote that article, just last week they got nice big fat stimulus checks from just because of President Trump and all his effort to provide for the individuals and the small businesses in our country to keep us all afloat during this very interesting time. And you can bet that they're not going to write an article talking about that and thanking him for it next week. So I thought, well, if everyone can make us free to criticize him as that, someone should take a minute to give him praise where praise is due. And I just want to say that I really appreciate his fatherly initiative, the effort he's putting out, disregarding, even preparations for his presidential campaign, because he's like, my one concern is to get this country back on its feet right now. So he said that in a recent press conference when he was asked about, launching his presidential campaign. And I thought, right on, that is amazing. How many other people would be just looking out for their own interests? Primarily, so many of us are, even subconsciously, but he's really working hard to do everything he can for us, and I can't think of anyone better to be in that seat of presidency right now. I think he's doing an amazing job, and I respect him. He's using his business sense to bolster the economic instability of our country to kind of bring us back on track. It's a really tricky time right now, and his job sucks. I do not envy him. None of us wants to envy him, and as another YouTuber I recently watched said, we who are not in authority have the luxury to criticize other people who are in their decisions. We want to know why they're doing all these things, and we want to put in our 2 cents about, why we think decisions should be made differently. Well, it would stink to have the job that President Trump has right now, and I just wanted to say that I appreciate him and that I'm thankful for him. I thank God for this man who is willing to be our president and to deal with all of us and put up with our shenanigans. So if anyone else feels the same, feel free to leave a comment below. Even make your own YouTube video and tell us what you appreciate about President Trump. Sort of a gratitude bouquet for him, because it's a very thankless job he has right now. Not many people are lining up to say how much they value his leadership and his fatherhood, and I wanted to be one that does. So anyway, there's my piece for the day, and I hope you enjoyed it. God bless you and have a good